We'll make the star delta control. There is no three-phase lines here, so we will simulate the single phase or the DC circuit. If we remember, this is one winding, this is one winding, this is one winding of the three-phase. So phase A, phase B, phase C, this is the star connection. We will make the control later based on the magnetic contactor switching. This is star connected or Y. So line 1, T1 or U, T2, line 2, T3, line 3 or W, this is European, or IEC. So sometimes U1, V1 or US1 and 4 one phase, 2 and 5 one phase, 3 and 6 one phase. So if we're going to connect this one in delta, we're going to have this one 4 and 2. There are 2 ways to connect in delta and 2 ways to connect in star. So connect this one here, connect this one here, connect this one here, crossing. So this is the equivalent delta. So the purpose here is to reduce the starting current during the starting stage of the motor. So this is one type of motor starter wherein the starting current is limited by changing the connection from low current to higher current if the motor is already running. So in the first condition, we need to connect the lines to 1, 2, 3 and connect the 4, 5, 6 together. So that means we need switch here, switch here, switch here. So that is 2 magnetic contactor, 2 3-phase magnetic contactor. So basically we're going to insert contacts here. That is what we call a switching contact, switching magnetic contactor. And we need a normally open power contact. 1, 2, 3. So we need 6 of them. Okay. Next. So this is one way of creating the control circuit based on the power circuit conditions. So if these 3 lines are connected, they will have the power to the input of the motor. So that means we are going to make this one as contactor number 1, or let's say line contactor. Or this one is the LC. Sometimes line magnetic switch, line starter, or the main contactor, how you call it. If you are not going to place a line contactor here, that is dangerous because during flooding, usually the controls or the motors at the bottom, so magnetic contactors are higher, so motors are at the bottom. So there are certain areas where in flooding is, or there are wet conditions, it is always disconnected from the mains if the circuit breaker is turned on. Oh, it is not switched off, only the control is switched off. So this is for maximum safety. And we are going to place another contactor here. So the 3, that is how are we going to switch our Y connection. So what will be the condition here? The conditions during the operation is these two must operate together to form a star connected winding. Next, how to do the delta? As we know, we are going to connect this one here, we are going to connect this one here, we are going to connect this one here, or the other way around. Connect this one here, connect this one here, and this one here. So there are two ways to make the delta and y also. The other way for the y is to reverse this one. 1, 2, 3 at the bottom, 3, 4, 5, 6 at the top. They are the same. So you can make this one as your y contactor. Let's say letter y or star. Just double click the symbol and place the label. Next, we need another set of contactor. This is contactor delta. So we will follow the delta connection based on the given connection earlier. So connect. In this case, you are going to turn off the star contactor, otherwise we will have a short circuit here. See, if this is turned on, if you will turn on this one, delta has line to line connection. You turn this on, there will be short circuits here. So since this is turned on, turn this off. Okay, turn that off and turn LC, or the first or the main conductor. So how to do that? You already have line 1 to T1, so you need this one. So remember, this one here, this one here, this one here. So you need T1 and T6 to line 1. So this will switch T6 to line 1. 1 already in line 1. So T6 to line 1. Next, 2 already in line 2, so we need 4 to line 2. So this contact will switch number 4 to line 2. You can drag this down, and this one will switch line 3 T5. Now we have the power circuit of the star delta, and you can make the control circuit based on this. So first, LC and Y contactor. Turn off Y contactor, maybe by push button or by automatic means, by timer. You can have semi-automatic using a double contact or a combination push button. Normally close and normally open. So based on this, we will make we will add the push buttons for breaking the the Y contactor. So that means to switch off one contactor and turn on the delta contactor. Turn this off and turn this on. We are going to remember, always start with the start stop control. You can also have the connections written here. So this is for delta. The Y, line 1, T1, T2, T3 and 4, 5, 6 connected or tied together. The delta is 1 and 6, line 2, 2 and 4, 3 and 5. And you can have the combination push button. One will turn off here, one will turn on here. Connect them. They will be connected together to the latching of line contactor. Now if you notice the normal operation is start stop. So we will level delta push button, delta push button. This is a combination of normally close and normally open. They are in one package, wherein when you press the push button, this will open first and this will close. So leaving this one open and turning this one on. So we meet that conditions to open this one first and turn this on. That is by semi-automatic transition. Turn on, turn on. So turn on the CV. We have now the star connection. If we open this one, this will turn on. So this one and this one on, then this one will be off, leaving LC and delta connected. So this one, we are going to release this one by some means. Let's see what happened. Now it goes back to start. If this one is done, this is not safe. If the motor is already connected to delta, so it is carrying heavier load. So what we need here, even if this one is released, we need some interlocking. And even if this is pressed, because they are latched, what if the condition states also that by instant pressing, this one will on and this one will off, leaving this one permanently connected. Remember, this is not a spring return push button, so we need to solve that one. First, this one. We need interlock, of course, here from delta contactor. Interlock break contact is to break a circuit or to open a circuit. So this will be D. Turn on, turn on. Okay. Okay, when this returns, of course, it will go back to star because we are using the deturn switch, not spring return. So we will also solve that one. So turn off. So there are spring return and there are latching push buttons. So if we are going to use a latching push button, be sure it will not come back to the delta, star. Copy this one and one of this. Normally open here, one here, and if you have this one here, do it to the other side. The same principle that they will latch together. So this will be delta PB. DPB. And this is D. D latching. We'll try. Okay. Now that is delta. We return this one. Release. Because this is already open. So we meet that conditions. Need the overload relay. Open. Overload relay is connected here because that is always measuring the overall current of star and delta. So it should be in series with the main contactor or line contactor or line or main switch. So you're going to connect 3 of this below. Copy paste, copy paste. You can label this one whatever label you want. This for auxiliary, that is 95, 96. They already should have the same label. They must have the same label so they will operate simultaneously. The rules in relay circuit in making the diagram is same label belongs to the same device, so they will function simultaneously. I will try simulate. Okay, if you want the this is the emergency stop. If you want the alarm, you can add alarm here. Use the normally open of this one. So we are only simulating the overload relay using only the normally closed detent push button. Connect here. Should be directly connected to the circuit breaker. Refer to the previous videos why it is directly connected. The normally closed push button must not control the alarm. So this is TOR. You can write OL, overload relay. That's fine as long as that is not a red notification. CB is not turned on. Turn up, simulate this one, simulate this one. Okay, so you cannot turn on because that is open. Alarm. Turn off the circuit breaker, do not reset the overload relay. Find the trouble. This one, that's fine. Again, O delta. Switch to delta. Simulate overload relay. Okay, turn off CB. Turn off CB. For some instances, it will show that one, but there is no complete circuit. So this is the star delta using the semi-automatic control transition. Semi-automatic because that is push button. If you want the automatic, you can replace this one with timer contacts. So for the next video, we can have that one as the automatic. Thank you and have a happy day. Please subscribe.